All right, so I'm getting ready to install a new radio into the truck. Bought the cheapest radio off of Crutchfield that has Apple CarPlay in it, but they have a whole smorgasbord of different radios you can get, but this is the one I got. I've also replaced the front and rear speakers as well. Did separate videos on that. So I'm not going to do a full how-to video on this, but I'm just going to do a basic rundown. First off, for your truck, go on Crutchfield and put in your vehicle's information, whether it's got OnStar, whether it's got Bose, all the stuff that these trucks would have, and figure out which ones of these you need to get. I don't have OnStar, I don't have Bose. It's just a 4-speaker system. As far as I know, I don't know if there's any amplifier. This is the multi-kit you need to get, 95-201 for the installation. And that comes with all the associated brackets. This one is the wiring harness. It has a chime retention device in it that beeps just like the original radio does. And it's got several other things for steering wheel controls. If you need that stuff, great. If not, you don't have to use it. You don't have to hook it up with anything. You'll see it in the harness in a minute. And I also got the proper antenna adapter for the radio. The radio came with these 2 brackets, but I'm not going to use them. They did come with 4 of these screws, which I used 4 of those. All right, so inside the vehicle, what we're going to do is pull off the outer bezel here. In order to do that, I've already got the battery disconnected. Throw your shifter all the way down, and then just start popping the clips. It's got the typical GM clips in it that you're just going to have to kind of do your best to remove. So with that whole bezel off, all you have to do is just take out these 3 7mm bolts. Once you do that, this thing can come right out. So we're just going to undo that clip and the antenna. All right, so there's the new unit. It's the correct way. I've got the harness plugged in the back as well as the antenna wire, which I just connected here. All of that connects there. Now on this truck, there is a couple connections. This connection that's right there, we don't need. And then all I have to do with this is just take the microphone and route this to where it's probably somewhere in a good spot. I'm thinking probably around here and up there. We'll see. But all I'm doing here is just setting it in just like that. I'm going to hook the battery back up and we're going to test it and see if everything turns on. So I can't play any of the radio on here, but the radio works fine. I've got everything hooked up correctly. Let's see if it shuts off. Yep, we're good. So fresh boot. There we go. So I think I'm happy with that. I haven't tested out with my phone yet, but I think this is good enough for me. What I'm gonna do though is, let's see, I'm gonna grab that microphone and kind of place it somewhere where it's easy to get to, so I can just, run it through here or whatever, and then we can deal with that. So that's it. Got the microphone there. I just need to clean this off here. Got the dongle for the USB, even though I could hook it up here. That's a little bit cleaner. What I am going to do with this is make a hole somewhere in here to kind of mount something in that you can get aftermarket and plug into one of these and, make it look a little bit more presentable. But I'm not too worried about it because this is a work truck. So just for now, I can kind of stuff it up out of the way and probably be fine. But I did take off both of the face plates. They weren't going to work in order to go through the bezel without modifying it, so I just didn't even bother with it. But everything seems to be working fine. I'm glad that that's finally out, and I've got Bluetooth phone usage again. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more.